Tysa here. I'm going to be doing analysis on the middle ground 14 on Shiny versus No Chill. Now, this is a set I've been meaning to watch for a while, and I'm actually a little bit excited. Um, I didn't get to go to this middle ground, so I didn't really watch everything. Hopefully, this recording won't be so laggy in terms of the stream, because Dylon didn't post VODs. Um, so I guess let me give it before, because the stage is going to go on a battlefield. Let me give a breakdown of what my perspective is on both of these players. So No Chill, he's been an up and coming playing. Hasn't shown too many events as of late. But before he was showing to events and really struggling and getting higher into the bracket. But in his recent couple of performances, he's been getting at least ninth or top 8. So he's been improving a lot in that aspect. And Jake, or Shiny, also has not been a player who's been able to go to too many events, but he is a very experienced player, I should say, when it comes to Smash. He's played Melee, and he's played Smash 4 a lot. Um, he likes... So the difference between these two players is No Chill. No Chill is very technical type of based player. That's where his strengths lie. If he were to keep improving on that foundation of technical skill, his ZSS could be really, really good, and he can start working on other areas. But you can tell, like, the thing he focuses a lot more on, similar to Dylan, is specific percents, specific damage, specific combos, like all that specific stuff. Whereas Shiny's more so like he kind of plays based on feeling, I would say. Kind of like tries to do really crazy mix-ups and really crazy. Even though it looks like he goes for hard reads a lot, I don't think, me personally, that it's him intentionally just going for a hard read. More so him going for a mix-up that's just crazy and people get scared and it's like, oh, gotcha. He's like Chinese, like a gotcha player, and also, I mean, Lucario is like a gotcha character, so they align with that. But anyway, let's go into game 1. Actually, I'm gonna get some music and mute this. So, you can already tell. Oh, come on. Can't even, like... It's gonna be interesting. Okay, there we go. So you already tell that, like, they're just jumping around and doing footsies, especially No Chill. Jake's just like, alright, you're just gonna keep jumping around, I'm just gonna swing for you first. I don't really know what they're really looking for right now, so I just have to keep watching. So one of the things that makes ZSS really strong is her defense game. Her neutral isn't like crazy like free. She has a lot of mix-up options. You can tell that No Chill is like looking for those mix-up options and kind of like trying to get him to play a certain way or trying to get him to play close to him. He isn't really zering a lot or nairing, which is I kind of would expect a little bit more. But I'm guessing he's just trying to make sure he's not just wasting his frames. But kind of mindless, not mindless, but kind of just anti-hopping, jumping all over the place can kind of be dangerous if Jake knows that he can just start hitting him a lot more. That was a really good nair. Really good up air. And now you kind of tell from the get-go that what No Chill is trying to do is he's trying to abuse ZSS's movement a lot to put himself in positions to where he can start converting off of his his punishes, you can already tell from the beginning. As soon as he gets that nair, he knows his combos and stuff. Like it may not be like straight raw down throw forward air, or down throw forward air up air, or down throw back air, but you can tell he has mix ups ready because he already got himself to the top platform. So that was really good on his part. Although what I wanted to see there though is if you have that much stage control, instead of dropping all the way down to the right and then going back to ledge to do the reversal, don't think you wouldn't have got much off of that. Good read from Jake, and you can already see in the beginning that Jake is going for those. You know, he knows a lot of basic smash stuff, and he knows like a lot of people will double jump out of hit stun, so he just goes for the jump and waits. So. So one of the things No Chill is doing that's really what good with ZSS is he's already kind of conditioning Shiny to play his game. At first, Shiny wasn't really blocking that much. He was really using movement, and No Chill was kind of just dancing around him. But now that Shiny wants to block, he's been catching him a lot on his unblocks, and every time he wants a shield stop to go in, which is really helping him a lot. If yeah. Actually, I don't know if he lost his jump there. So somewhere in there, I think right here, he got his jump clipped. So now like he's free to. So this was really good sharking by No Chill in the first place, because when you start getting this type of pressure, you want to try to get as much pressure as possible so the opponent feels scared or really wants to mix up how they want to land. So the platforms are really helping him shark. If he just waited for that air dodge, he could have got something really meaty. Right here. I just want to went for the nair back air. Most people do not just air dodge, and then even if they do air dodge, the worst thing that can happen is you can trade with his down air, and he can hit you with down air, but that won't really send you out of ridiculous position, especially since you're trying to kill Lucario as soon as possible because he's already at the percent where he can kill you pretty much right now. Maybe like 20 or 30% more. Alright, good F tilt. I really like that F tilt because most people after they miss the background and they're ready to punish Shiny, they'll throw out like a hard hitting move, and then Shiny's usually there to block it instead of doing a soft hitting move, especially because he landed appropriately with like there. Wow. So this, it's unfortunate that the counter didn't really hit. But what's No Chill's doing right here, it may look like he's just spamming back air, but right now he's just like really threatening Lucario with his positioning. Because Lucario's not as fast as CSS. So the only thing Shiny, honestly, if I was playing Lucario right here, I would not be trying to go up to him to get like a grab to get up air, because that's what it looks like he's trying to get. Grab into a combo to where he can just get a kill. Because up close, ZSS should be more threatening. The only way that he could really fight ZSS up close is if he tries to hit him with back air, but because ZSS's back air is faster, they'll both like trade, but Lucario will be sent farther away, I think, than ZSS at this point. So a really good perfect pivot after that back air to get the grab. Also, the reason why that back air worked was because he did back throw and Jake Shiny was DIing in. So important to note, if you get hit by a throw, um, make sure you are like holding for the DI away, because you can react to down throw. You can react to down throw animation so you can start DIing correctly, but you want to make sure you DI in towards ZSS so that way you get farther away from the back throw so you don't get hit by a DI mix-up combo. And this is actually really good for ZSS because now that he's at low percent and she has all the combo game, what's happening here is either one or two things will happen. ZSS can just straight up bully him for the rest of the game and to get him to like 110% and kill him again, or he can get him to 110% and then Lucario kills ZSS finally, but ZSS still will have low percent and a lot of mix-ups to work with to kill this Lucario. So wow. That was the rawest side Bs I've ever seen. But one of the things Shiny needs to realize is the things that's going to keep him alive at this point is positioning. Because ZSS is near and his pressure, especially when he's shielding, is just really good. Like, if you're going to play Lucario and play the shield game, I think what you would have to do is, if you know you're going to shield, because Lucario doesn't have really fast out of shield options except like maybe down air I think is his fastest out of shield option, or I mean maybe roll even then. So knowing that, what you want to do is understand how the opponent is going to try to press your shield if you do block. Because obviously you can't block everything because the way No Chill is playing, he's trying to dance around your shield and make sure that you want to hold shield long enough and not get hit by anything. So once you understand how the opponent's going to try to play around shield, you can play around that and shield more. Granted, in general, because he's playing this game and you're shielding a lot, that's what would be like your next level adaptation. He couldn't have got a grab there. Wow, if he just did up air and then following up air instead of double jump up air, he wouldn't have got it. Actually, he could have did up air, up, falling up air, and then maybe reverse up air, up B. I know Taylor would know a lot about that stuff. So, this is like usually when ZSS get trigger happy when they start seeing this. Like he's starting to shark, but he's not really sharking appropriately. Like No Chill's overextending a lot when he's going for these sharks and not really following how Lucario wants to go. Because Lucario's fast fall speed is not faster than ZSS if I'm not mistaken. So his ability to shark should be extremely hard. And because he's trying to extend his combo so much, he ends up getting hit by back air. And that's usually when Jake trying to catches people. Especially on landings. Nice perfect pivot. Hmm. So I can tell right now that you haven't maybe you might be trying this a lot in the set, but No Chill only really covers a lot of behind him with perfect pivots, and because he's not perfect pivoting, like his perfect pivots don't really go that far. So one of the things you have to take note of or I'm not really taking note of, but notice is whenever you're trying to get behind him, since that seems to be where No Chill seems to be struggling a lot most because he either uses roll or he's trying to use perfect pivot to cover that weakness. Because ZSS has a lot of power when she's in front, and the main power from behind is back air. So he's just all over him, which is what he should be doing as ZSS, especially with that low percent. Okay. Does he actually lose this? Oh, missed the tech. So that was actually getting really dangerous for him because what was working in the first stock wasn't working later because Lucario starts hitting harder. ZSS Nocho was just jumping around like pretty much the whole game. So I think Shiny's gonna start catching on to that a little bit more. Because, I mean, he can dance around, but the way he's dancing around is a little bit risky, especially at higher percents. Not saying that risk is a bad thing, but the way he was going about taking the risk, he never really switched it up. So, which I mean, he didn't really have to so towards the end there, though. Again, that same combo. I'm. He knows all these like really good grab mix-ups, but he's not capitalizing as much as I'd like them to. Because he could be getting a lot more damage, especially with what he's doing there. Actually, let me look back at this. So, no chill. You're missing a lot of like paralyzers. Even though paralyzer can like, there's many quite a bit of utility that paralyzer can use. You can use paralyzer for movement, B reversals, locks, some lock setups that are hard to get. But another thing you need to do is be wary of how you use it instead of just autopiloting use it, because there's a lot of times where you could just fall down, land with nair, or fall down, get a grab, or up tilt to juggle them again, or up smash, and instead you're taking the paralyzer, which, you know, you'd have to react to get that extra damage as well. Nice back air. I like the falling up airs and the rising up air mix-ups though. Like that right there. That's really good. Like that combined with how you do your other options would make it really good. Actually, did he go? Yeah. Like especially here, I just want damage. I'm not trying to get a flip kick spike hoping that he would mess up. Because that's kind of like what you're kind of doing, or you're just mixing up your movement. But either way, I'll just try to get damage. You're already keeping up as much as possible, so uh, did he not go for it? Oh, can't tell. Yeah, you're kind of messing up your raw back airs though. Um, Especially there, I think that might be like a little bit guaranteed, but you're jumping either a little bit too high instead of, because you could be a little bit lower and still hit that back air and then still be able to go for a frame trap because you're falling with them. Okay, good mix up. I think don't forget like tomahawk grabs is a thing. Like you can jab, but tomahawk grabs is also a thing. So one of the things that I'd like to point out right here is it may not seem like it, but I think Shiny is being really greedy with his back air pressure because No Chill hasn't been really getting hit by it, and there's like a lot of times where like if a stronger player was playing that, they would just start punishing him for looking for that. When someone's jumping back like that, especially when you're playing Lucario, or if you're playing as Lucario and you do nothing but jump fake or jump just back air, then there's nothing really that you should be like. It's not like too many crazy mix-ups, so it's like 50-50. It's like, do you have an option as a ZSS that can stuff both the jump and the back air? Because the only way he can hit you with back air is if he knows you're gonna just swing. But since you're not doing that, that's something for both players to look out for. Even if he wasn't landing like the back airs, he's being really greedy for that or for the stock. Mm, he kind of got that. Again, those paralyzers. Oh, good God, zero to back air. So one of the things you want to realize is ZSS has really strong pressure at ledge. You're going for the ledge trump mix-ups a lot, but you're not really getting much off of it, or you're not really like getting long-term conditioning at all. Shiny's not really falling too much for it, so what I would do is I'd check for those ledge trumps, but if he's not falling for it, I'd start, conditioning him either late game or do short game conditioning. So I don't know if you're gonna do that later, but I'm gonna look out for that. See, like you've been doing all those B reverse paralyzers, but like you have to react, and even then you didn't really get much off of that. Also, something to note: if you know someone's just gonna keep holding shield, you should start grabbing them a lot more, especially if you're applying such that much pressure, because Shiny's not really a roller. So knowing that he's not really gonna roll and he knows he's trying to avoid your attacks and you're applying a lot of shield pressure, I'd just start grabbing. I mean, the worst he could do is like spot dodge it or roll, and you might get hit by a couple of things, but it's not that bad. At least not at the percent he's at, so you can afford to whiff that many grabs. Oh man, that's it. Okay, never mind. Nice pressure. I like the back air because it's going for another up air and might have messed you up. Oh, good forward air. He's gonna get it. Oh, nope. Tries to go for the ledge trump stuff again. And he might be dead. Okay. That's an up air. Yep. Hmm. That was just. Even I wouldn't have expected that mix up, but I guess that's just one of those kind of wait for the air dodge, but don't try to do the regular ZSS frame trap because there's a lot of characters that JSS can frame trap with double up air and the air dodge. But I guess Lucario is just not one of them. He's gonna spam forward air at the top. So how Shiny beat No Chill this game is he was using smart shielding and he was starting to learn how to play around the shield. Even though No Chill kind of got a lot off of grabs that game after applying that shield pressure, he's applying shield pressure but just not capitalizing enough off of it, which is what you kind of need to do. If he's gonna do all the B reverse paralyzer stuff, I would do so more so in like stages like Town Smashville um, FD since there's no platforms for him to work around with. So that parallel pressure becomes more imminent. Okay. Okay. Interesting. See, like right here when I was saying like no chill struggling when he does behind, he had to immediately like start picking that another option outside of back air, so he started dashing. So that was one of the ways you can clip him, but you still got him anyway. Because most CSSs, if they turn around like that, they'll go for a dash pivot neutral air. So on your part, okay, really good pivots. So even though ZSS can get a lot of BS kills with Rage, this is actually not a really good position so much for ZSS. It looks like it because I mean Lucario can't really kill her too much, but if Lucario gets the stock first, this is going to be really hard for ZSS. And that's it. Like, yep. See, like I was saying, like you don't need to go for all those ledge trump stuff that you were doing earlier. Just apply those ledge traps because ZSS is just really strong when she's applying ledge traps without the trump. I mean, granted, trump adds into that ledge trap scenarios, but also recognize when you can just down smash. Good on that air dodging. That was a grab. Okay. Oh, he messed it up. No. Oh, he got hit by that. The stream's lagging. Okay, so now Shiny is rolling a lot more after the shield pressure, so it's going to be hard to connect on him. Although waiting for rolls really helps in this scenario then if you know the opponent's going to start doing that. Ooh, the misplay. Or maybe the misclick. If only he was in position to get that. Oh, again. Trying to go for a ledge trump is getting him punished. Oh, really good dancing and positioning by No Chill. Okay. I thought he died from that. No, why didn't you just down smash? Oh, that was so free. Also, like, right there, I want to win for the roll read, because, I mean, most people are like, oh, like, I ledge trump, so let me buffer an option real quick so I can get out of that. Okay. He messed up. His angle. Also, Dreamland wasn't going to help him there, because Wispy was blowing, so he probably wouldn't have died. Like, what Shiny is doing, which I'll probably see him winning, is he's starting to catch No Chill just in general, like just catching them here and there. And what's happening is when Lucario just keeps catching you here and there, eventually those percents add up. And even though you may be fighting him, he's always like low key winning the trades, not literal trades, but just the trades and damage over time. And then you end up just losing. So definitely something you want to make sure you notice about. You never want to trade damage with Lucario as a not just trading hits, but in terms of damage over time. I mean, it may sound obvious, but being wary of that and um no up air again or forward air. Up air forward air works there. Yep, like you did there. Honestly, might have gotten away with up B. Right there. Since you got away with the back throw last time, I want to try to go for it again. Like, you definitely, when you're playing against people, you want to abuse anything that you can get away with. And if that was one of them, I probably would have went for it again. And I would say top players do this against other top players too. They abuse anything they get. Like like MKLeo versus Mistake in Genesis is a testament of that. Because anytime he did side B or afterburner kick on the ground or afterburner kick in the aerial, MKLeo just kept punishing with F smash for free. So he lost his jump. Yeah. Also, Jake's really good at this. When people just trying to jump up and get back to it in his face, it'll just hit him again. They end up losing their jumps and dying. So like you can tell because like that setup was just so easy for him to do. Excuse me. CSS, why are you so afraid to grab? Uh, that's it. Oh wait, no, maybe. Okay. All right. Mm, just getting hit by stuff trying to jump around. No, chill. I don't really see you blocking much, which is really important. Like you're abusing the movement, but there's sometimes where you just need to block and you just don't really block at all, which Shiny is just punishing you a lot for that. And also like it's like you're applying good pressure, but you're not applying the right pressure. Like your pressure is really good, but you're not applying the right pressure to deal with Shiny's Lucario. And based on the course of the game, like you're you could grab a lot more, and there's a lot of things you can get away with, but you haven't really attempted to try yet, which is very important as a CS suit main to know. Like you can have all the neutral, specific, and like percentage things, but knowing all the mix-ups that you can get away with and just continuously pushing those limits of those mix-ups until they just don't happen to work is what Zero Suit is like really good at, especially because he is one of the most BS killer characters in the game, more than Lucario. Because Lucario, it's like stack aura, get a back air, get a side B, get a neutral B, or a sphere kill, or get you with an up throw up air at like specific percents. But like ZSS is like the monster of getting those not cheesy, cheeky setups. So be worried about like your mix-up games and like actually capitalizing off of that because I feel like you could have got a lot more. Granted, I've played ZSS versus Jake a couple of times, and I can tell you there's a few things that you do that I used to do that just does not work, especially the ledge trump stuff. So, and it's actually really good because your ledge trump stuff probably is what got you to, I don't know, I think this was like top 5 or top 8. and that's probably because like a lot of people in Ewell do not like go for just ledge trumps. Like like for example, like Slam goes for a lot of ledge trumps, but he does it with cape. He doesn't like so there's if he were to do it with like cape and do regular ledge trump, there might be a little animation difference, so it's harder for people to just straight up react to what you need to do. It would be the equivalent of someone like Peach and Melee, like when she crouches to do down smash, it also looks like the same animation to pull turnip. So people may be looking for down smash, or people may think you're gonna pull turnip and you go for down smash. There's like really weird like visual cue mix-ups that you can do to mess with people, and um, yeah, like just in general, like knowing this those small stuff is really important. So. Let's Trumps is good. It's just the right applying the right type of pressure or capitalizing off the pressure that you're already giving. Holy moly. Okay. He saw his jump. And Jake's just really feeling it. He's getting that momentum. Jake's really likes that momentum type stuff. And he honestly he starts getting hype. So he's messing up your. So you're messing up your combos, and with a player of your caliber, like, cause you, Dylan, um, there's a couple of people who lab out Slam. I stated this earlier in a video, but like when y'all drop your combos, you start really falling apart. Because sometimes you just need to go for a basic combo. Like you don't need to do all these like really strong get 80% combos. Like get your basic combo. You're really far behind right now, so you just need to hit them with what stuff that you know will guarantee work. Oh, might get a read. Okay. Oh, I thought he was okay. He got it. Down smash. Okay. Got a block. He's hitting you with a lot with that. And at this point, I'm not sure if you're playing scared or just okay. Really good back airs. Now this is really good, like, cause oh, again, those ledge trumps getting you killed. I just want you to think of it like this: every time you ledge trump and you miss, not only does Lucario get a chance to charge Aura Spirit and put you in a mix-up, you do not have stage control to fight him anymore. And that's really important, especially with the where you need to just rack up as much damage and kill him. So, and Lucario has really good ledge traps too. Outplayed? Outplayed? Okay, that was really good. Just don't get hit by a random option while trying to use invincibility. Oh, where's the grab? No! Why? You have a lot of rage. Connecting off of that will be really hard. The important thing to note when you're playing characters is understanding combos and how they work with rage. Because, for example, Marth, even though Marth is extremely good in general as a character in terms of getting kills and in terms of landing like down throw, back air, forward air combos, if he takes the stock first, or say he takes the stock second, and he's like at 100%, his down throw, back air, forward air just does not work. So the only thing he can do is down throw, up air, and try to tipper, and then try to get a mix up on the landing to get more damage. Comparable to when you're both at low percent, you can get a lot of damage, set them off stage, and start doing jabs and ledge traps. So really pay attention to how you can hit people when you have rage is like super important. And to be fair, it's like new to Smash in a sense because Melee didn't really have a rage. Melee didn't have rage mechanic. Brawl had staling, but that didn't. It didn't really affect people how people like try to combo too much. because it was more like strings, not really comboing in that game. Also, this is a really close game, so. Ooh, the grab mix-up's throwing you off. You keep trying to dash forward. It's like you're hitting the options, but then it's like, oh crap, I actually hit him, type of deal. Or that's what it looks like. Mm, nice jab at the grab jab mix-ups off the air. Oh, up tilt off the air dodge. Oh, where's the grab off the nair? Don't forget the basic combos. That's a free grab right there. You know all the other cool combos, but you don't know the basic ones that you should be doing. Okay, that was really good. Oh, jab S smash. Oh, that was really good by Jake. Because when people are like almost dead, they start feeling really scared. So what they do is he'll trick them and then like not do anything. So he almost hit him with the back air or any sort of mix up that oh, that's it. So one of the things that I think personally made you lose was some of your capitalization off your combos, but the biggest thing that Shiny was punishing you off the most is the long term game. You start doing something over and over again, eventually Shiny's gonna see it and he's gonna hit you hard for it. And in that case, the back air. And even if, like, let's say for example, you haven't been doing, because I know people say this, you haven't been doing flip kick jump from the ledge, but you have been doing an evasive option or a really aggressive option to get to the middle of the stage. And by aggressive, I mean just trying to force the way back into the middle. Even if you jumped air dodge, if you did anything going to the middle really quickly on the stage all the time, you can call that an aggressive push to get to the middle of the stage, and Shiny kind of like punished you. He did that a lot because the more, also with the ledge trumps. So basically, the more that you're off stage or at the ledge, the more damage Shiny got, and he's definitely put most of his gameplay into that. And his other part of his gameplay was like just getting momentum. So it was a really good set, really close, but yeah. Thank you for watching.